apparently they're investigating the 5th Detroit Lion for a gambling violation. And apparently fans started accusing Tracy Walker as being the 5th violator of the policy. All right, now, for what it's worth, you didn't check out my shorts, or you didn't check out Jameson Williams said he did not know that you couldn't gamble. Now, maybe he thought you just couldn't gamble on football, but you always got to remind yourself, or if you don't know this, you're young, or whatever. One thing I learned about working at the plant is nobody can save your job like you. Not a union steward, not a team leader, not a supervisor. You have to know the handbook so you could defend yourself. It's just like the court of law. You got to know the court of law to defend yourself. If you know it, I mean, I didn't know people that, T Grizzly story where he said that, he was reading up in a pen on this case he caught down in Kentucky, and he was telling the lawyer stuff, the public defender stuff that he wasn't even bringing up. He's like, oh yeah. Same thing at the job. You got to read the handbook. You got to know it. You got to study it, so you don't make those mistakes. But Tracy Walker basically came out on social media and said it wasn't me. Now apparently the reporter not saying who it is because the investigation is still ongoing. I'm pretty sure the Lions got an idea about who it is, right? And the rumor is it's a lesser opponent. That's the rumor. That it's a lesser opponent. So, or a lesser player. But, you got people like Mike Florio, I think that's what it was, bringing up, like, this is a black guy on the Lions, and, they can't control. See, even when you draft church-going guys with high character, they make mistakes. Nobody perfect, bro. You can have a person that looks squeaky clean, look good, everything. Look clean, don't look dirty, speak well, talk well. And some of the white-collar workers be dirtier than any people you ever meet. So you really can't always judge a book by its cover or by its background. There's people that's criminals that have done some real felony crimes that should be locked away for a long time who just ain't been caught. So this dude got cans falling in the back of his car. He behind his truck. But that's just what it is. And do the Lions have a problem? Of course, because they not enforcing the rules. And you can't hit them with, well, we don't know. This is a new precedent for the Lions. When y'all do them and get everybody in the building, go over the rule book. Everybody should know the rule book. Everybody should know the rule book. There ain't no excuses for it. We quiz certain positional coaches. Should be quizzing they positional groups on just random rules in the rule book, so people are aware. You cannot bet on NFL grounds. You cannot bet on NFL games. You cannot bet on your own games. And I just let people know that they don't be reading the rule books, and they be wrongfully terminating people, just like they be wrongfully throwing the book at people. And people just go, okay, instead of reading up on the rule books, studying it, and knowing how to defend themselves from wrongful termination. But then again, the other argument on the other side of the book is what? Well, it's a right to work state. They can fire you if they want. Yeah, but you still got some rights. You still can sue. What's that lady that sued Equinox? The gym Equinox was. I just got hip to what Equinox was. I never heard of it. But then again, it's a rich people gym. It's a rich people's gym. That's where the skeezers go to find the ballers at. Long story short, everywhere more expensive than Lifetime, I believe. And the personal trainer sued the job for wrongful termination, even though she was late 47 times. And her all-female lawyer crew, or you know, whatever you want to call them, they sued and she won like $11 million. Equinox got it though. They money long. How much they charge for you to get up in there? So women got a lot of power, but then again, it's a lot of power into knowing the rules, knowing the employment laws. But Tracy Walker said it ain't me. It ain't me. Y'all looking at the wrong dude. Glad it ain't him, but hateful who it to be. And people say, how they finding this out? Social Security numbers. At the end of the year, when you bet and all your Social Security numbers and all that come in, you do all that betting and stuff, they can go on your Social Security number, then they probably gonna say, well, pull this tracking number up. Where was his location when he bet at? What did he bet on? It's probably just random audit of random players, or it might be random audit of random teams and players. That's how they do it. Everything you need your social for, unless you betting through somebody else's account, and then people say, why you just don't bet on your girlfriend account? You could, but then they probably, then she gonna run off with your winnings or some shit like that. But that's a different story for a different day. People probably thought, I can bet, but I just can't bet on the game, on the NFL games, or my NFL, bruh. That's why people are scared about, NFL betting. I mean, professional, gambling in different states now and outside of Las Vegas. But then again, once again, what they do there, all they did is do what they did to the marijuana dealer, the weed dealer, the reefer dealer. What is you doing? She about to hit me. Shit, the fuck you blowing at? This motherfucker all the way in my lane. And then they pull off, get mad when you about to run into them. Get off the fucking phone. Hey, I bet it's a woman. But like I said before I got really almost ran into it. Like I said before, you gotta cover your own ass. That's just what it is. But they put all this gambling. That was the fear about them opening up this gambling joint around nationally. But then again, it was always bookies, just like they did to the weed dealer. The dispensaries, they cut them at the legs during the dispensaries. And that's what they did to the bookies in the offshore bet. It was always bet. You still hearing some of these Italian mobsters tell modern day stories of how they have people still throwing games and throwing fights and shit. They don't keep the player's name anonymous, but hey, people think that's some back in the 1930s and 40s and 50s and 60s shit. He's still doing it to today, but it is what it is. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Get all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify and Anchor. I'm sorry. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Don't forget, if you want all that extra stuff, check out my main channel, Goodfella TV, right here on YouTube. That's Goodfella TV. Appreciate y'all. Support me over there. Peace.